So we're watching commercials. We're gonna do a little post game here, no more than 10 or 15 minutes with you, and then we'll be back with you tomorrow. Excuse me. So tomorrow we had the conclusion of COVID Chronicles, The Devil, when our hero, COVID Destroyer, encounters the devil on the streets of Harlem. Watch them do battle. It's a battle between two powerful people who will both be injured from the fight, but there can only be one victor. And then later on in the day, we will have our first interview with a liquor brand. We have the owner of Devil's Reef, uh, who's an NYU guy, Purple Army. So we have that coming. And then we look forward to having at least one more guest on tomorrow for Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. birthday. We hope it is someone who was here before 1968, who actually listened to Dr. King while he was alive. That shouldn't be a problem because a person that fits that description, certainly someone 10 years older than me, 15, the obviously the higher you get, the better, but as he was assassinated in 1968 and it's 2020, there are certainly a lot of people alive who were here on Earth when he passed away, including presidential candidates, state senators, House of Representative members, plenty of people in many different fields. So again, we're here with COVID Chronicles. Tomorrow is COVID Chronicles, The Devil. We'll have COVID Chronicles discussing Martin Luther King with hopefully somebody who knew him or was inspired by him, and we'll have more. We'll have our first interview with a alcohol brand, Devil's Reef, owned by our NYU guy who's part of the Purple Army. So let's turn this sound back up. Time that Tom Brady has gone to a championship game with 21 years in the league and on Stanford great today. This is kind of what we expect to see from him in the playoffs.
Yeah, Terry was just talking about how happy he was for him that he had an opportunity to go to yet another Super Bowl. Hey, I think the impressive thing was, it was like, this team spent the entire year trying to figure out who they were offensively. They did something today that they couldn't do in the first two games. They pounded the football. It was Fournette, it was Jones, it was patient football. They took advantage of it. The game was close. Their defense played well. It looked like a Patriot kind of football game. And that's a good lesson, I think, for that entire football team and the coaching staff. Tom, this is a Tom Brady kind of game. His 14th championship game, but first in the NFC in his very first year in the conference. Moments ago, Tom Brady standing by with Aaron Andrews.
You told us this team needed to play well in all three phases, but what can you say about this defense and the way they set up the offense? 4 takeaways, 3 of them leading to touchdowns, Tom.
I think the defense was the key to the game, and the way they played. We were going up against a really good defense. They challenged us. I thought their defense played really well, but our defense really balled out. Got the turnovers we needed, and ended up being a great win for us.
What was this different this time? Because Saturday we saw on the IG, we know you wanted to play New Orleans again, round 3. But what was different for you guys this time?
Well, turnovers were a big part of it. We talked about that, and really just locking in and playing a lot better than we did the first 2 times we played them. So we had a bunch of turnovers last time. This time they turned it over, and that's usually the story of football games.
Well, the story of this football game is that now you're going to play in your 14th conference championship game. I know you joked around that your blood is really thinned out since being in Tampa. It's going to be in the 20s as you get set to take on Green Bay. What does that mean to you?
Well, it's great. I mean, it's great for our team, and we worked hard to get to this point. 2 road playoff wins is pretty sweet, and we got to go beat a great football team, one we know pretty well. And Aaron's playing incredible, and we're going to play great to beat them.
One final question. There are reports that this is it for Brees. I know you had a moment out there for him. Just your thoughts if this is in fact when he walks away from the game.
Yeah, I leave that up to him to think about that. But I think so much of him as a player first and everything. I know him pretty well, and he's an incredible player.
Congratulations to you. Bring the thermals. We'll see you in Green Bay.
Can I say hi to my parents back home, say they're my sisters, my wife, my kids. I love you guys. I'll see you soon.
Congrats, Tom.
Thank you. All right, so the NFC Championship game is set. Tom Brady and the Bucs will go to Green Bay to take on Aaron Rodgers and the Packers. That game will be on Fox next week. First, Michael, let's wrap up this performance today by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who had lost twice in the regular season, but this is one way to make up for it. First of all, it's great to get Tom Brady to do an interview for us. That worked out. The words he said about Drew Brees are right on point. But this is a team that has an exciting demon against the Saints. They just seem like they couldn't get over the hump. And at one point, you thought they were going to revert back to what we've seen before. But the big playoff defense, the defense really came today, really brought the pressure. Devin White was outstanding. And whenever they put the pressure on Brady, he made the throws that Aaron drove, the turnovers, the caused fumbles. Tom Brady and offense capitalized on those. And this is a team that now is going to Green Bay. A lot of confidence. They dominated Green Bay. And you're not so worried about Tom Brady to lead. I always worry coming into this game if he gets the rest of the team to the lead. And it looks like they all believe that they're Super Bowl or capable of being a Super Bowl pass. They played back in week 6. Tampa won that game 38-10. Probably the most lopsided loss that the Packers had all season long. When we come back, we will discuss the future for Drew Brees. This looks like it was probably his final game at the Superdome. Going to kiss it to the ground and see the talk about that in just a moment. A reminder that tomorrow is the day that the nation celebrates the birthday of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. And we've got something very special for a unique show called Fox Sports Voices, which illuminates the work of athletes uplifting their communities. Hey man, I appreciate that. Ryan is great. I'm not sure so much. Who might you win today?
I just read. We're gonna stay calm off because everyone's fighting great race.
Really? That's it. Yeah. Sure.
So we'll probably go live for another 5-10 minutes, and then we'll prepare for tomorrow.
Stay calm as that.
And again, we're being very aggressive with our content. We are trying to put up at least 3 pieces every day. Holidays, obviously those holidays are named after people, so Dr. King, we got you. President's Day, we got you. St. Patrick's Day, we got you. And that's not a stay home from work holiday, but Easter, we got you. Memorial Day, we got you. July 4th, we got you. Labor Day, we got you. Halloween, we got you. Columbus Day, that should be a good one. Thanksgiving, we got you. Christmas, we got you. Hanukkah, we got you. New Year's Eve, we got you. And then we're back to Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. birthday a year from now. So we working. We trying to get you over 1,000 clips a day. These clips will include opinions, commentary, music, series, audio series, and much more. All under the Rising Jazz Sports platform. Over 4.5 million views. We are looking to obviously take that number high, 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 yeah. As Hope would say. Shout out to the man from Marcy Projects in Brooklyn, part of the Purple Army. We are, about to take it down soon because we're at 11 minutes, going on 12 minutes. So whenever the next commercial stops, we probably will stop as well. Green Bay will host Tampa Bay. Battle of the Bays. Battle of Tom Brady versus Aaron Rodgers. Two former Super Bowl winning quarterbacks, two former MVP winning quarterbacks.
It is the end for Drew Brees, at least for this season.
I have to give you an early prediction. I would say Kansas City wins. I would say Tampa Bay wins.
Just open it up one time. That's right. That would be something right there. Knowing that you lived your whole life, prepared your whole life for that moment right there. Not to retire, but that's where your love was left out on that field. Guys leading the league with 571 touchdown passes, more yardage than any quarterback in the history of this game. Not from a 6'5" guy, but from a 6'1" guy with great technique. You've heard me talk about it all week long. Just a phenomenal player. And if he is moving on, God bless him. I know he signed with NBC to do football, and he'll be great at that. Leaving with a lot of records and a Super Bowl championship. Yeah, don't forget the difference he made there in the city of New Orleans. When he came there as a free agent, with Katrina, all that stuff, he really became the growth in that community, and that will be the legacy we carry just how much as football. All right. So, before the show, we said if you download the Fox Super 6 app, you could win some money, but you're guaranteed to win a truck, an all-new Ford F-150. Well, someone won this truck, and it's a young lady by the name of Terry from Maryland. Oh, she won the truck. Terry. Terry, how you doing? Congratulations. I just got that truck. That's a brand new color by Ford. I'm a Ford guy, and I'm glad that you got my truck. By the way, I'm going to leave a note is actually inside the truck just for the winner, and a big, huge check for $600-700 grand. Okay? How's that? Really? You bet. All right, say that. Yeah, exactly. Hey, don't put a note left in the truck for next week as well, because we guarantee next week someone will win a different F-150, and you have a chance to win up to $500,000. That's by playing the Fox Super 6 for the NFC Championship game next week. Who's money? It's Terry Brenton. Exactly. All right, before we go, we know the NFC Championship game is Green Bay hosting Tampa Bay. In the AFC, it will be Buffalo visiting Kansas City. At the end of the game today, Patrick Mahomes put the concussion protocol, going down with his injury. The question everybody wants to know right now, Jay Blazer, will he be okay to play the championship game next week? As far as that, he will be okay. Right now, he's in the concussion protocol. You see him having a hard time getting up walking there? That's because they're saying it's almost like he got choked out, which I know a thing or two about. Not so much the concussion, but he still has to go through the concussion protocol. He was trying to get himself back in the state of life. So there's a lot of confidence that he'll be able to go next year. Well, that is good news. Hopefully he's able to play in that game. We will see you next Sunday for the NFC Championship game. It will be Brady, the Green Bay Packers, hosting, you said it, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Brady and Rodgers right here on top. Coming up next up is the Great North. Stick around for that. We will see you next Sunday as we get Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers set with the winner moving on to the Super Bowl.
So thank you for joining us for this last 15 minutes or so. Check out this post again. Check out our post from yesterday on James Harden. Check out part one, COVID Chronicles the Devil. Check out all of our content. It's going up and up and up. Take care. Showtime.